up, everybody? Nate Sarantino here, back with another episode of the Free Thinkers Emergence Podcast. Today, I'm going to go over something that hopefully will be a little controversial and will get you thinking whether you disagree or agree with me. The whole idea is for you to upgrade your beliefs. And I'm going to be completely honest. When I talk to people about the things that I believe, they see me as being all over the place, but what I see is the bigger picture where I'm looking at the whole thing at once. So it's like I'm seeing what they see and then some. And when you add more to the equation, it is no longer just like x plus y equals 5, where you have maybe 2 and 3 for x and y. Now it's like x over 1 plus y over 5 equals z over 10. And now it's like, okay, I have to figure out how to get these variables, and there's more to the equation now. And when you see all the things that are in this equation, you're like, you can figure out, okay, well, if I add this and this together, that makes this make sense. So, like, logically, I go down the line, and I'm like, well, what's the value of, like, reincarnation? And then what's the value of having a belief in a god, or gods for that matter of the fact, like whether it's like a monotheistic or polytheistic view, it is all about believing in something higher than yourself that is the like creator or creators of all. At some point there is a creator. I don't know who it is. We have many names for this person or these people. My personal views are there's one person who oversees a council that oversees everything, because you can only oversee so much as one person. You can't oversee it all at once. With that being said, it's like there's like all kinds of different ways to see the bigger like view of the universe and how things work. You have the 7 Hermetic principles, and these are the governing laws of everything in every sense. So when you use these 7 Hermetic principles, you're going to start moving forward and realizing that things do happen for a reason. And then when you think something is happening by chance, that's just like another like word for one of these laws unrecognized. And it's all about having a definition or defining your terms before you move forward. If you need a refresher on the Hermetic principles, I have episodes on each of the 7 not that long ago back. They're probably around episode 110 to 120, about somewhere in that range. With this being said, definitely learn those 7 principles and then understand that like the governing law of all of those is going to be that law of balance. And then what governs balance is truth, and truth will always be that thing that is like at the top. So like you have a left, a right, and somewhere in the middle you find the truth. And you need to have balance between the left and right in order to get to the truth. This is what I mean by like your beliefs are out of date. Like if you believe really far to the right or really far to the left, you need to combine that with something else. Whether it's Western philosophy or Eastern philosophy, you're going deep into Hinduism or Buddhism, or you're really into Islam or Christianity. And you need a balance between the two to see what's like really going on. And it's not just one or the other. It's a little bit of everything. And I think when you finally realize that you need to have a variety of knowledge to form beliefs that can truly help you excel as a person and really be able to teach others how to make life whatever they can possibly imagine. It all goes back to what one of the last episodes was on about controlling your mind to control your life, using the Hermetic principles and philosophies from around the world to make life the best you can possibly imagine. And if you can't do what you imagine, then what is imagination to you? That's from Scott Miscuddy or Kid Cudi. And he said that in one of his songs, and what stuck with me about it is your beliefs are basically built up on your imagination. What you imagine to be true based on what people have told you. So, like, if you didn't know something to be true, it would really just be your imagination telling you that, like, oh, I think this is, like, the truth. Like, you're almost, like, trusting your intuition at that point. And you give people a position of authority over you to imprint their beliefs on you. And then once these people have imprinted their beliefs, you get like stuck with these beliefs until you choose to learn more. And the only way to upgrade your beliefs is to upgrade your knowledge. And once you have more knowledge, then you can actually form beliefs that are going to help you create the life that you want. And that's the goal. It's the goal to think for yourself, to have a life that you are the main driver of. You are that person in the driver's seat doing what you want to do. And whatever that may be, my rule of thumb is spread love, knowledge, or positivity in everything that you do, and you'll always be serving some sort of a higher purpose with that being said. And then if you're looking towards personal excellence, you want to stay fearless, limitless, and unstoppable. And those are the two things that I list in every episode right after I say thank you for listening. And I say it for a reason, because like if you really focus on those 6 keys along with like last but not least, like the truth or authenticity, that's where you're actually going to become the highest version of yourself. And when I say high, I literally mean highest in consciousness, because you can't be high in consciousness without having the knowledge to think about things. When you start thinking and you realize things are deeper than a surface level meaning, there's always going to be symbolism in everything. And you have to discover what that symbolism is and what it means. And everything has symbolic meaning across all religions, across all philosophies, across everything you see in the modern world. There's symbolism everywhere. And when you start to upgrade your beliefs, you're going to start seeing things deeper than you used to. You're going to start seeing things for what they truly are, and what they are is what they were like meant to be. And everyone comes into like the world as a creator, and some people lose that ability to create as they move along the like path of life, as they get imprinted to a degree where they lose their ability to think for themselves, and now they're this creating based on other people's like thoughts. So they're like regurgitating other people's thoughts, and they're not having their own streams of consciousness saying what they believe to be the truth. And that's where it's like you tap into the Akashic records. You really figure out like, what can I bring to the world from the light, and not just like helping myself, but helping everyone just through the words I'm saying and the thoughts that I'm having. That's really what it comes down to. Like, upgrade your beliefs, how you're helping people, and how you can create a better world for everyone and not just yourself, because it's easy to help yourself. The harder part is finding a way that you can actually make some progress for humanity. When you start really making humanity better, that's when you actually start to have a really fun and enjoyable life. Life only gets better the more people you help, because at the end of the day, knowledge really doesn't mean much unless you're using it to benefit the whole. If you're not benefiting the whole, then you're genuinely not helping. Like, at a certain point, you will hit a point where you're becoming better and better every day. And without helping other people as well, I mean, you can lead by example all you want, but like, you need to push other people in the right direction as well. You can't just be helping yourself. It's all this a balance act between putting energy into yourself and putting energy into other people. And the more you give, the more you'll receive. And focus more on the giving than the receiving, and you'll start to see life getting better. It really is, like, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to beliefs. However, you really just need to like focus on like spreading that love, knowledge, and positivity, and being hungry for knowledge and wisdom where you actually have the capability to help other people through whatever it is that they're going through. If you don't have knowledge and you don't have wisdom, you really don't have anything, because money can be taken from you instantaneously. Now, what you have for knowledge, it can't be. So if you lose everything and you know how to make that money back, you can go from being a billionaire to broke to being a billionaire probably like 10 times faster than it took you the first time around. And it's all this comes down to that knowledge, upgrading your beliefs about money, beliefs about relationships, beliefs about philosophy, everything you can possibly imagine, every facet of life. It all comes down to your beliefs, and it all comes down to knowledge. So if you want to upgrade your beliefs, and you need to upgrade your beliefs, if you want to actually excel as a human being, you need to learn as much as you possibly can. And that's why I teach on the podcast. It's why I try to show you new mentalities and mindsets that you can adopt, and I show you what it actually means to be mindful. These are the things that I talk about in my course. These are the things that I preach on my day-to-day life to everyone around me. I live it as an example, and I do this because this is my passion. With that, thank you for listening. My name is Nate Sarantino, and this was the Free Thinkers Emergence Podcast. I can